Now that we have our first project, suppose we wanted to add another project in the same solution. We can just hover our mouse on top of the solution name. So we just get the option to create a new project. Whereas if I hover the mouse on the project, I just get options to add a file and folder, which is not what we want. We actually want to add multiple projects. So I'll go to the My Solution and I'll click on New Project. We'll see a similar interface. And let's say this time also I wanted to pick up a console app application and I wanted to call it as project 2, and it asked me where would I want to um, save it. If you just choose the default directory, it will go ahead and create a folder called project 2 within the solution folder. So you can just go ahead and click that. So I'll let you know what that means in a while. Now that we have a new project here, it will also have the same structure and a similar file here also. So just to distinguish, I'll probably say hello project 2, and I don't even have to save the file. The moment I click on run, the file is automatically saved, and I should now see the hello project 2 in my output. And if I happen to open the previous program.cs file and then run it, I should now see hello world itself. And if you see, Visual Studio is trying to distinguish which program file belongs to which projects by actually showing out the containing project besides it. So this way we can add multiple projects and the hierarchy remains the same, meaning this is my first project, this is my second project, and this entire thing is my solution. And the same thing would have actually reflected in the folders as well. So if we just want to take a look at the folders, we can right click on this solution and say Reveal in File Explorer. So it would just open that and we can see the project structure here. And if I go back one more level here, my solution is the containing folder, which turns out and it ends up becoming the solution in the .NET world. So I'll come here. I do have project 1 and project 2, but you'll also notice this my solution.sln file, which is metadata telling Visual Studio or any .NET tool as to how many projects are contained within this solution and a lot of other information regarding our solution. And this project 1 has a lot of files including the source code and the binaries, and we also have this .cs project. Again, .cs proj file is metadata file. Basically it contains information as to what the project contains, what are the different packages that it needs. And in fact, these are the files which open up when I just click on the project name. You can actually see the metadata. Right now there isn't much, but at least it is telling us that we are using .NET 8. Had we used any packages, it would also appear here. Similarly, if I click on project 1, I do get the related metadata file. And in case you don't see this .cs proj extension, you just have to enable the extensions also by using this. And it's a good idea if you're using development to also show the hidden items, so that when we work with Git, these things will be useful. Now I'll go back to my project and I can do this any number of times, meaning I can add any number of projects here. But we'll also look at how to close this and reopen the solution had we um, had we decided to work on something else on Visual Studio and we decide to come back to this, how to do that in the next video.